welcome back to my channel. In today's lesson what we're going to be learning is I Want It That Way by the Backstreet Boys. Let's get into it. So there are many different parts to this song, especially a key change at the end. We're going to start with the intro tab. So there's three chords we're going to need at the start. It's E minor, C and G. So you go into your E minor chord first and you're going to hit the strings A, G, B, G. Then you're going to hit the A string again. Put your first finger on the B string box number 1. You're going to pick and then pull that finger off. And then the G string. So the first one goes A, G, B, G. Then we put our first finger on B number 1 and we hit A, B, pull off, G. And that's the first part. Then you go into a C chord straight away and we hit the A string, G, B, G. A, G, B, G. And then you're into a G add 9 or a full G chord and you're hitting the top string, so E, G, B, G. So that whole intro line goes like this. Okay, and you can play that twice as your intro. On the second time, however, I change it a little bit, and on the G, I hit the three strings together. Instead of separately, I hit the E, G and B together. So second time round, I play it like this. Just to give it a little pause before I go into the singing. Now for the first verse, there's two verses at the start of the song. For the first verse, it's mainly just that intro played over and over and over again. But you can go into the strumming either. So you can do this as your intro and verse. Intro and verse. Or you can just use it as your intro and start strumming on the verse. So let's get into the verse now. Right guys, in the verse you'll see that the first three lines are the exact same, so you have that times 3 next to the top line, and then the fourth line is a little bit different. So if you are doing the finger picking like in the intro, then you're going to do the finger picking 3 times, but then you have to do strumming for the fourth line because it is different. Now if you're just doing the strumming goes down, up, slap, down, pause, up, slap. So you go into your E minor chord first. Now a slap is just a chuck, so you can chuck with your finger or just hit the strings with your hand. It'll give a similar sound. So you go down, up, chuck, down, pause, up, chuck. So it's. Then your next chord C, and switch then into your G. So that C into G is very, very quick. It's going to be a fast change. It's down, up, slap, change, down, pause, up, slap. So it's down, up, slap, G, up, slap. And that's played 3 times. So that top line goes. Okay, and then for the last one it changes a little bit. It goes E minor, D, G. So instead of the C you're just putting in a D chord, and that gives you the I Want It That Way. That's that line. So on the D and the G, that way I just do a single strum. You can do the normal strum pattern down, up, slap, down, pause, up, slap. It just sounds a lot nicer if you give it a single strum. So for the E minor, down, up, slap, down, pause, up, slap, D, G. 'Cause I want it that way. And it just gives you a nice little change in pace there. It's nice and slow, and then you can build into the chorus for the tell me why part. So guys, that is the full verse. All you do is you can either do the finger picking 3 times and then finish off with the but I want it that way, and then go into a full strumming verse, or you can do the strumming verse for the first 2 verses. That's up to you. Let's get into the chorus. So guys, the chorus starts off with a C chord, and there's 2 full C's. So you have that down, up, slap, down, pause, up, slap for the C, and then it does a D and an E minor, and they share. So D does down, up, slap, E minor, down, pause, up, slap. That line is played twice, so we do it all again. C, up, slap, down, pause, up, slap, D, up, slap, E minor, up, slap. Then the next line changes a little bit. It goes to a D and G instead of a D and E minor. So C, down, up, slap, down, pause, up, slap, D, down, up, slap, G, up, slap. And then finally we have 2 E minors and a D and a G. The I Want It That Way, the final line of the chorus. But I want it that way. Easy. I do a single strum there as well. It just sounds nicer, but you can do the down, up, slap if you like. But I want it that way. Just to continue the melody through. That is a choice you can make for yourself. And that is the full chorus. The top line's played twice, then you have the third line, fourth line. Now the next part of the song is the third verse. The third verse is played the exact same as verse 2. It's just a strumming verse. And then you have the next chorus, which is the exact same as the chorus we just played. So what you're going to do is verse 1, either picking or strumming. Verse 2, just strumming. Chorus, just strumming. Verse 3, just strumming, and then chorus, and just strumming. Then that brings you onto a bridge. Now there's 2 different sections to the bridge. The first is the strumming section, so we'll get into that part now. So guys, for the bridge part, it's going to be a lot more full chords for the strumming part anyway. So we start off with an E minor chord, and it does the full strumming pattern, down, up, slap, down, pause, up, slap. Then a G chord, then a C chord, and then A minor and D are going to share. So it's A minor, down, up, slap, and then D, down, pause, up, slap. And that's the first 2 lines. The third line is the exact same as the first line. It's a full E minor and a full G chord. So it's... Then it's a full C chord. Then it's a D sus4 into a D chord. Now, these are only single strums, so what you're going to do is try to really emphasize the change in the chord, which is on the bottom string. So, to go into your D sus4, go into a D chord and put your pinky on the very bottom of box 3. Now, when you strum, mainly hit the bottom 4 strings, but you really want to hear that bottom string the loudest. And then you remove that pinky to make it a regular D, and then you can hear that tone change from during your strums. That's the first half of the bridge. That's the now I can see that we're falling apart. That section. So, and then it finishes off with the deep down inside of me. That's the nice D sus4 into D part. Okay, the second half of the bridge is finger picking. So the tab is going to come up here and just try and follow along. I did leave out just some notes that we can make the chord changes a little faster. But it starts off with that C chord. You're going to hit the A string, G, B, G. And then A, G, B. So we leave out the last G chord just so we can go into a B minor 7. B minor 7 is the second box A string, third box B string. And you're going to hit the A, G and B all together, slap. Now, if you want to keep those notes resonating out while you slap, what I suggest doing is start slapping with your thumb on the top string or the top 2 strings, rather than stopping all of the sound completely and killing the sound. What you're doing is just hitting the top string that you still get that slap sound, but the other notes will keep resonating through. So try and just hit the top string or top 2 strings with your thumb, kind of like a twisting motion. Right, so we hit that A, G and B. Then you go into your E minor, same thing, but it's a longer pause. So the B minor 7 is a pick, slap, E minor, pick, pause, slap. So that first line goes. So you can hear how the B minor 7 went quickly into the slap, while the E minor had a little pause or hesitation before the slap. And now that top line is played twice, so then you do it all again. Okay, and that's the part where it goes like the first 2 lines of the chorus. You are my fire. Then the third line is a little bit different. That's where they start to build into the key change. So it's like you are, you are, you are, you are. So it goes higher and higher. And the chords are going to be C, D and G. So these all do the full picking pattern. We have C doing the full thing. A, G, B, G, A, G, B. And then D for D, G, B, G. Then your full G or G add 9 for big E, G, B, G. So that's the third line. The first two lines are the exact same. Then this is the third line: C, D, G, and then finally we have the E minor, and you're picking the middle four strings 4 times. And then B minor 7 now. What we're going to do here is add on your pinky to the very bottom of the third box, and you're going to hit the A string and the bottom 3 strings. So it's your E minor 4 times, and then that B minor 7 with the extra 9th on the bottom, and you're just picking that and letting it ring out. And then it goes into that high section where it's I don't want to hear you and say. Then we are into the higher chorus. So let's go into the final chorus and outro of the song. So guys, for the final chorus, as you can see here, the chords are a key higher. So instead of C, it's D. Instead of D, it's E. And instead of E minor, it's F sharp minor. But the strumming pattern is the exact same. So we start off in that D, and it's a full D chord, down, up, slap, down, pause, up, slap. Then your E chord, down, up, slap, straight across into that F sharp minor bar chord. So it's all of bar box 2, and then A and D in the 4th box, down, pause, up, slap. That line is played twice, so it goes again, down, up, slap, down, pause, up, slap, E, down, up, slap, F sharp minor. Then the next line goes D, D, E, A. So it's down, up, slap, down, pause, up, slap, E, down, up, slap, A, up, slap. Then into that F sharp minor for the I Want It That Way. Now, there's 2 choruses played here at the end, so I'm not going to do a single strum on the that way. I'm going to do the full strumming pattern. So it's I want it, and then E, that way, and then it's the full chorus again. D, E, F sharp minor, D, D, E, F sharp minor, D, D, E, A, and then the F sharp minor. I want it that way. And then to finish out the song, you can keep playing that over and over and over again, but I just play it twice. And then to finish it out, you do the very last line again. Because I want it that way. And that's how you finish it, just a single strum on the F sharp minor. I want it that way. And that is the full song. So guys, thanks for joining me here today. Let me know what you thought of the video by leaving a comment below. If you liked the video, hit that like button. If you know anyone that wants to learn this song, tell them about it, share it. Subscribe if you're new. And as always guys, I will see you next time.